Hello again. I need to clarify a few things here. First off, one thing is, I wasn't really asking for help on the water bill. I was just showing, was using that for a topic to show you guys why I have tried to get assistance from DHS or churches or 211. But even though I was hoping they'd help me, but I know I was going to ask the money because I was going to probably get the money up here soon. Anyways, because it was only like $86 something. One thing I need you to think about. The thing is, read actually what I stated in my thing. See, I pay my rent to stay here in this house, and I was paying it to the roommate that was basically one who was supposed to pay the bills and rent to live here. As I said, I was paying my rent. I'm not like trying to scam or tell. It's like, well, and it's like I'm just going to go directly and pay these bills so things will be taken care of. As it may seem like I was begging for the electric bill. I do agree some with that, but I was trying to get help. Just that money would have gone to the electric bill, which I did gain up the money to finally get the electric turned back on. Right now, the water's still turned off. So, I was like last night, my roommate claimed, he told me he had the money to pay the water bill for today. I even asked him this morning to see if he can give me the money so I can go down in the city and pay for the water bill myself, to get it taken and turned on. He just told me, he just couldn't, he was hesitant telling me why he didn't have to give me the money. So I kept on him about it. And he says, "Oh, I spent the money to buy pizza." See, I would have gone downtown and got it turned back on. And he's still claiming he's going to have the money by noon today after get out of work. So the water is still turned off right now. Anyway, I do have the money. I just need to gain probably maybe $10 more because I do actually have money, about enough money to take care of the water bill. But I'm hoping he comes with the money, because the money I have going to pay the water bill with, it's going to go to my rent. So I don't want to take that money and spend it on the water bill unless I don't really have to, because it's for my rent. Because he's supposed to take care of all the bill portions, not me. That's what they agreed upon when I first moved in here. So I'm hoping. I know he lied to me again and again, and I'm going to try it. Hopefully he still has it. If he's get back home by around 12 or 1 o'clock, whenever he's supposed to get home. And I figure out where I'm going to get the extra money just in case, because I need to get down there as soon as possible to pay that bill so I can get the water turned back on. I'm hoping I can gain about $10 or more just to get it taken care of. That said, I got somewhat the money. I'm not begging for anybody for it. That's just trying to clarify to people right now. So try to read my post again. Because I'm absolutely trying to be clear to people. I'm the one that's paying my bills. He's not. So don't think I'm not paying my bills. It's like I have no control of what he does with the money. But kind of do now, because I had discussed it with the landlord, so I'm be paying him directly now. So this hopefully won't be happening again. But he keeps on claiming he's paid the landlord up, so that's what confuses me a bit. I mean, well, he has a past with me with the he used to rent from me on William Street. He didn't. Well, after a while, he stopped paying. So that just tells you basically he's known for this. So I am trying to figure out what am I gonna do in this situation. The landlord's claiming he owes about $900 to him, and if he moves out, we take over that bit what he owes. So that kind of puts me in a bind. As I said, I have nowhere else to go. Nobody's gonna let me pay $200 a month with my cats, and I'm not gonna give up my cats. I'm sorry, they're just like my kids. A lot of people sympathize with me on that one. I mean, I had Callie here in my shoulders for about 10 years now. So I had her since she was a little baby. Well, I can't. My ex-girlfriend had her for a little bit of time too, but she didn't want her. She gave her up to me again, back to me again. But I'm trying to figure out what to do here. I mean, as I said, I moved like 3 times this year. That's just ridiculous, you know. Because it cost me a lot of money to just kept on moving and moving and moving, and even though it's like I had to have help for clothes because I needed clothes to get to wear, and people did help me on Facebook with that. I want to thank you for that. You know, and I'm not trying to hurt people's feelings and family and friends. It just it was a misunderstanding what I said. I do apologize for that, but that's not the idea of trying to do. Even though I mean I try to respect some of my friends and family as much as possible. I do try to request help. Which Angela, she helped me out yesterday. She came and grabbed me up, take me to her house, do a load of laundry, take a shower. I did thank her for that. Appreciate it. Even though she lives about 30 miles outside of Jackson. You know, that's gas out of her vehicle back and forth just to get me there. That's one of the reasons why I never could really consider to get help from her, because it's like everybody else. She's struggling just to make ends meet herself. So it's like everybody's having that same issue. So you know, I'm not asking for the people who are struggling. You know, I know how that feels. Everybody knows how that feels. You know, not everybody. It's like some people. I mean, there are people who are sympathetic with this situation. If you could help, it'd be nice. But if it's like, as you see, I made those phone calls to DHS and 211. They stated straight out they didn't have the funds to help people. If you you should really watch those videos. Even though I get upset, that's what I get every time I call them. It gets tiring if you hear the same story over and over again. You guys claiming I'm bringing excuses. There's proof right in those videos. They're on video on the camera. I had it playing out loud so you guys can hear what they were saying. So not everybody can go to a government assistance building and expect to get help. That's what happens to me every time. I mean, if somebody doesn't provide information that they require in the same household, they won't accept it. They won't accept that because they need all the information. They want to make sure they don't have the money to take care of the bill. Which, basically, the truth is, he should have the money to pay the bills already. It should have been taken care of. There's no excuse for that. I mean, he should have paid the bills. But instead, he probably spent it on drugs, stuff like that. It's like he eats my food. You know, he goes in the refrigerator, takes my food out of mine. I only live. DHS did help me out in the process of one thing. I don't know if I think everybody's getting the same thing too, though. Now. They did increase my food stamps. I guess they changed it because I'm probably not the only one though. If you notice, you might notice there's an increase in you guys' food stamps now. Because I noticed I usually was getting 189. Now when I checked this month, I got 194. You know, that's a little helpful. You know, I was surprised. Um, but I'm saying I pay my bills. You know, it's not like I don't. It's the people you expect to pay the bills, and then they didn't pay it, and I had no control of it until that's gonna change this month. So hopefully things will start looking up again as they should. I'm hoping. Yeah. I mean, winter's coming up here pretty soon. We gotta have to start preparing everything. Gotta make this house heat efficient if possible. I know this will be my first winter in this house, so I don't know how it's like. The heating bill is going to be, especially these windows. Some of the windows are broken in this house. Try to hopefully get them taken care of some way. Get them plastic and everything else. Like my window behind me right here, it's got a big hole in it. Whatever. And it's like these are double pane glass windows. I don't have that kind of money to fix them. So, yeah, it's like the only thing I could do is board it up or something. Do my best so the cold air will get in my room so I don't freeze. You know, it's like I'm trying. See, I'm a little more calm today, even though the water's still not turned back on. I might not be later though. I'm hoping to get the water turned back on. You know, this is ridiculous. We shouldn't be in this position where we're not power being turned off, water being turned off, stuff like that. You know, it's get to that point. I say I don't have no other control of that situation. The only thing now I can do is pay the landlord directly and hope for the best. You know, it's like I guess HB doesn't understand what he has to pay to live here, because the way Scott explained to me on the rent was they only had to pay $300 a month just to live in the house. But HB doesn't think that. It's like it makes no sense to me. If we only paying $300 a month to live in the house, and whatever extra money goes to the utilities that are not getting paid, but the electric's in the landlord's name, but he expects us to pay it still. It's not included in the rent, but he puts that separately. You know, that's money coming. We have money we still have to pay. That's extra because none of us can put electrical in our name here. We have bills due for consumers because of that. So that's why we can't get electric in our name. So we have no control of that situation. So we're kind of screwed. It hurts when people say you're asked for handouts and stuff like that. You know, I went to family, friends to get help, and normally they only can help so little. It's like I said, Angela came by yesterday and helped me get my clothes washed and showered. That's a help to me. But she couldn't do money. She's got bills of her own. My mom, same situation. She has bills. She has to pay herself, and she will help me if I need necessary for rent if I had to. But read the post. I'm not like I'm trying to get money out of everybody just to pay for my stuff. No, I worked hard for this stuff. It's not like I got it in one night, you know. I build it up, piece by piece, with money. Bought this here, bought this there. Sometimes it was given to me, you know. I never asked for it. Basically, it was a gift. You know, it's like the monitor got for my main computer monitor I got for Christmas, and I got two computer monitors, so they're 21 inches. It's on my second computer. I do have two computers, but my second computer is more used for people to get on and stuff, so don't screw up my main computer. But the second computer, I usually have three, but they're not gonna get much out of them. They're not brand new. They're at least 6 to 7 years, maybe 8 years old. They're not brand new where I can get a lot of money out of them. And computers don't sell fast. They sit up there for months. I was lucky to sell an old Dell GX280 for $80 yesterday. That's how I got money for the water bill, just in case my roommate doesn't pay the bill. You know, I was lucky. I was surprised when I first posted it up. It got sold, but that's very rare. The reason why that person needed one, he had the money at the time, and his one took a crap. He needed it for whatever he needed it for, schoolwork or whatever. You know, but he needed it, and it's like I have put computers on Craigslist before. They don't sell because it's whether people are asking for a machine. They try to get a machine for like $20 to $40, even though the machine's worth way more than that. You know, people are trying to jizz you down just to get it cheap as possible. It's not. It's like it's way worth what they ask for. You know. You think you can get a lot of hundreds of dollars out of a computer, you can, depending on the machine. You know, I mean, how new and how old. You know, if you got a machine from the year 2000, you might as well just give it away. You don't want to get crap out of it, because most of those parts are way outdated, and today's software usually not compatible with anymore. Especially when you got XP. XP is no longer supported by Microsoft, so no new updates or security, so you're completely open to attacks on that stuff. So yeah, you think I got tons of money here? Well, yeah, but the thing is, it'll take forever stuff. But I'm not gonna. As I said, it took me years to work up this stuff, and I can't get it all back like that.